Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Indya May, and today we're going to talk about what exactly you should expect at MEPS. When you arrive at MEPS, you're going to a recruiter's office first, and they'll either have you drive up there by yourself, or they'll provide a shuttle or a bus for you to go up there to go to MEPS. So my MEPS was in Mobile, Alabama, and so I went up there. When we got there, we signed in, and there's this whole bunch of people that came in from every single branch, and we all came into this one conference room, and the guy talked to us about rules, some paperwork, and then we were given food tickets to have lunch and breakfast the next morning. Now, rooms. I know a lot of you guys are nervous about the room expectation, like if you get partnered with a weird person or whatever, but fortunately I went to MEPS with one of my friends. I didn't know she was going because she was going in the Army and I'm going in the Air Force. And I got on the bus and she was there. I was like, awesome, I know who I'm going to room with. So you have the opportunity to choose who you want to room with. You can request that. Or if you don't know anybody, that's okay too, because the first time I went to MEPS, I didn't know anybody there and I was assigned this room and the girls seemed to be pretty cool. But just remember, even if it's a weird person, it's only one night. You can ignore them, you don't even have to talk to them. The person downstairs, whoever is like your counselor for that night, they'll tell you you're allowed to go anywhere you want, but you just cannot go swimming because you don't want to mess up your hearing test for the next day. And so I went out and we walked across Alabama and discovered new things and like historical facts for the night. And we came back in time where it's about like 9 o'clock and we ate again and we paid for our own money because, meal tickets. And we just chilled until the next morning, which we had to wake up at 4 o'clock. Now, going to MEPS, so we wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, super early. They give you a wake-up call just in case you don't have your alarm ready. We go straight downstairs, sign into the desk of the counselor's office thing. We all get our breakfast, and then go to MEPS. So a thing that most people do is that they do not use the bathroom in the morning because a lot of people are nervous for the pee test. So if you're one of those people who are nervous and don't think you're going to be able to use the bathroom in front of somebody, don't go pee that morning and just hold it, and it's going to be a dire wait. We left and we got to the base around 5 o'clock in the morning. Once we got to the base, it was a lot of paperwork. Everything at MEPS is either paperwork, waiting, or you're being seen at the little doctor's appointment. So as soon as we got to MEPS, everyone's signing in their names, getting their fingerprints again, and a name tag to put on your chest that has your photo ID and your name on it. So we put all our bags in this little safe room that only opens every hour on the hour. So you're not allowed to get your stuff. So you have to have whatever you need on you. And they don't want you to have your cell phone on you, so you might as well leave your cell phone there or put it in your pocket, but it cannot be on. It's like they're really serious there. Once you have all your stuff together and what you need, you go upstairs straight for the doctor's appointment. And so all the girls, because I don't know what the guys do. I heard some stuff. I'll tell you that in a second. So all the girls, we go and you either get your hearing test first, eye test, or you go and see the actual doctor. And so what happened with me, I did my eye test first and they made me sight read this paragraph and they had me, what did they have me do? They had me see if I was colorblind, like seeing the number with different dots and colors and all that. Eye test where I had to take my glasses off and see how far a balloon was and see which one sides were different, like A or B. Then the hearing test. The hearing test, you sit in this booth with, it's a dark booth, like soundproof, you had headphones, and you had to click this button when you heard beeps. And that is actually a little bit hard because you get a little paranoid when you don't know if you're actually hearing something or not. So you have to really, really focus on that. They let me take it twice because I had no idea what I was doing the first time and I failed it. And so to the doctor's appointment. And so you go in this room, big room full of girls. Everyone has no idea what they're doing. Everyone's nervous because they don't want to take off their clothes, but you have to get over yourself, honestly. So you go into the room and they have you do your pee test first. And so it's like two bathroom stalls, and you sit on the toilet, and then there's this lady sitting directly in front of you, and you have to pee in a cup, and it's awkward, but you just act like they're not there, and whatever. So you do that pee cup, and that pee cup is for drug test and pregnancy and any immortalities that you may have. So after the pee test, then you have to strip bra and underwear. Don't wear any thongs or anything with prints on it. Honestly, just let it be solid colors, not white either, like black, gray. That's it. Like, you don't want to be standing out. If you're going to be standing out, then you're going to get called upon, and then people are going to talk about you. So black, gray, try not to wear white. So when you go to MEPS, at that part of it, they make you like stand and put your hands out like this, squat and do a duck walk, and make sure you're able to have correct alignment. Then they take your height and your weight, so look that up and make sure that you're correctly height and body weight manageable. Then you go into the room with the doctor, and so but before that, they have you stripped down, like completely naked, but no one ever sees you completely naked except for the doctor. Like, you wear a little robe thing. So like the lady says, okay, take off your bra. She's holding it in front of you so no one else sees you. And then she ties it around. She's like, okay, take off your underwear and then put it away with your other stuff. So you're safe in that part. And so you go in the doctor's room, and if it's a male doctor, one of the ladies will be in there just to make sure nothing happens. But it's a female doctor, and it's just you and the female doctor. So you sit down, and then she goes over your record history, your medical history, and she makes sure that you hadn't lied or anything. So actually just sit there and be like, no, 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 no. And if you said yes to anything, make sure you say yes, or else they'll get you for that. They really will. So when you do that, then she'll have you sit on the table, and it's really awkward because then they have like bend over and make sure you don't have hemorrhoids or anything. Then you sit on the table, and then she checks if you have any lumps on your chest for breast cancer. And yeah, they don't physically touch you, they use a stick. So if you're worried about that, or they'll have gloves on. But yeah, it's not bad at all. And like the second times I went to MEPS, they didn't even do that whole physical check. They just had me like stand up, like I was in my bra and under, I didn't have to strip again. And they did like turn around. And I'm like, you're good. Just to make sure you didn't have any bruises or anything of that on you. So yeah, try not to have any scratches or bruises. Like you don't want to get hurt. So after that, I went to go get my blood drawn, and it's still early in the morning, so people do pass out from not eating so much, or if they look at their blood. So make sure you eat that morning, because you don't want to pass out. That's just not fun. And so you have that with you, and yeah, you just get your blood drawn. Things to make sure you bring to MEPS. You want to bring your birth certificate, social security number, the list of jobs that you want, and have that all in a folder. If you have any certificates like ROTC and all that, you need to bring it. All the little important stuff that has your name and record on it, bring it, because that's what they're going to want to see and make a copy of. Finally, you're done with all the medical appointments and signing papers, and you get to go and see your recruiter. And so the recruiter has a whole list of jobs that you qualify for. You sit down with him or her, and they go over the jobs that you qualify for and what you would like, and you just talk about it. And they're really chill about it, and they just make sure you're on the right path. And so you score it 1 through 6, and yeah, that's basically it. And it's just a long waiting process. Like, you'll be waiting a lot and just be sitting there doing nothing. Like, they have a TV, and sometimes they'll let you on your phone, sometimes they're not. They're really sketchy about that. But yeah, so after you finish that of signing your papers, you go all the way back to the first floor, and I had to sign like actual, like real deal military documents. Like if I died, if someone would see my body, and all that stuff, and just like the final like ending, like it's almost finished. Like, so signing extra papers and get my signatures on there. After that, I was done, and I was just waiting for my parents to come up so they could see me swear in. And so they also swear in every hour on the hour, starting at 9 o'clock. But I swore in, they had a video rec for the swearing to make sure that you weren't being forcefully doing this. Like, this is all on you. Like, it's not against your will of going into the military. Extra papers, more papers, and more papers, more paperwork. Then finally, we're all ready to swear in. They teach you exactly what you're going to do and what you're going to say, how to properly hold your hand straight up, like not like this. We have people like that, like straight 90 degree, like saying your name and all that. And you go in the big red room, and then all the parents are sitting on the stage watching you, and you swear and all that, and then yay, you're in the military, or at least enlisted. Because in my case, being in the Air Force, I'm waiting for my job to open up because I'm waiting for a Pacific job. But my friend actually went through the Army. She already had her job. She already knew when she was leaving. She was just doing those little final touches. I hope you guys really got something out of this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll try my best to answer all of them as possible. And I hope you guys really enjoy your career in the military, whichever branch you're joining. This is honestly the best choice you can make, being secured in that area. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and go ahead and hit that notification button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.